Hey everybody, this is my Nanrobot LS7. This is the newer version, the latest one they put out. The little bit earlier ones, mine's 72 volts. The earlier 60-volt ones have an ignition key up here. Push the button, it says card. Fold it up. Here you go. I modified this thing here. There you go, it turns on. I changed out my headlight last couple days. You know what? Where I live, it's super dark. Even though this newer model comes with a dual LED high strength beam, they don't even tell you lumens or they don't tell you wattage. That sucker's bright though, right there. I'll tell you what I did. That's like a $50. Who makes that? It's made by Nilight, Nightlight, something like this. They're a pretty big seller on Amazon. That's like a 6.5, 7-inch. You get two of them for $50, and they put out 120 watts. They run on 12 volts. So the thing about newer scooters, almost every newer scooter, 36, 48, 60, 72 volt, the headlights run off of the top voltage of your battery. So this one here, the headlight was actually rated for 72 volts. And this one here I put on is a 12 volt. It's intended for automotive. So you see that little box that's sitting up there on top? That's called a DC to DC buck converter. 20 bucks. And you have to read the numbers. Amazon sells two of them that are they say 30 to 90 volts input, and then the output is 12 volts for this particular one. And they make two versions of the 12 volts. They make a 6 amp output and they make a 10 amp output. You want to get the 10 amp output if you're going to go with this lamp. Do the math on your replacement light. I haven't had this on the street yet, but it's going to be just fine. My dampener here, I put a couple washers underneath it to stack it just to bring it above. So when that thing turns, it's not going to rub. We're good. I made my own little bracket. You can see in there it's made out of expanded metal. The same stuff that this is. Right here. I basically took about a 6-7 inch wide piece of this by 8 inches long, and I folded it over twice on itself. Boom, boom. And I'm doing it right here in my little room, my shop. I'm a bachelor, so I don't really give a crap what people say about my surroundings. I'm around things I enjoy doing. But anyways, yeah, fold that over twice, flatten it, and I measured it and cut it and bent it just to fit right. It's way brighter than the stock light. Like I was saying, my streets over here are so dark. I'm scared to ride something, even a bicycle, anything at night, if you don't have super good lighting, because I'll tell you, man, hit a pine cone, hit anything, and you're going down. I'm not trying to do that, so had a real bad spill 2 years ago where I fractured 4 ribs and I punctured my lung on a gas-powered bicycle I made, just like an idiot, going around a corner at speed, and I didn't have control over it. The brakes didn't work well. Anyways, yeah, that worked out really well, that lamp there. It's raining outside, or I'd take it out right now and give it a go. Alrighty, that's about all I want to show you. Okay, the one thing I want to say too here is the original light has an integral horn in it. So this connector that you're looking at right here, this, I forget what the name they call it, Juliet connector. This is a generic version of it. And when you unplug it, it has 3 pins in there. One's ground, one's headlight positive, and one's horn positive. So I disconnected the horn wire and just wrapped it off to the side. I'm not using a horn right now. Maybe, if I got fancy, I could open a hole up on the backside of this and plant that original horn in there, so it would function the same as the stock one. It'd take me a day to do it, to have it look real clean. I was even thinking of going to Harbor Freight for 25 bucks and get those air horn. I hate having a bunch of clumpy crap on here, but that would be crazy. Someone cuts you off or whatever. Another improvement I did on this here was my see this. Excuse me. See the bottom bracket that holds your stabilizer. There's your stabilizer there. And this bottom bracket. When I first got it, I would turn this wheel a little bit, and I would watch that arm flex. What the heck? And I'd get in there, tighten those bolts up. They were basically steel bolts threaded into an aluminum deck, and they did not hold well at all. And actually, over a little bit of time of moving and turning, those bolts worked themselves a little bit, and they actually pulled aluminum thread out of that deck. So what I ended up doing was completely drilling through it all the way, and I went and got me some automotive grade 5 bolts with lock washers and a couple fender washers, like that fat fender washers, and I put them on there, and I squeezed it down really well, and and it doesn't move anything now. It's safe now. If that sucker comes off while you're at speed, you're gonna do one of those shimmy death wobbles. It doesn't always do that without a stabilizer, but I'm not sure exactly what causes it, but just the dynamics of the wheel spinning, the resonance, whatever, and all of a sudden the steering wheel just goes out of control. As you can tell, I put a new grip tape on the deck, and I even put some on the tail back there because I kind of stand off there. I got a roll of that stuff for 30 bucks for 45 feet of it, which is awesome because you go down to the hardware store over here, they want 20 bucks for a little 18-inch piece. Crazy. Alrighty, that's about it. What I want to say. Alright, if you got questions, put them in my comments here and I'll answer them. Thanks.